Good morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Mac City Morning Show. I am your host, Elliott Pierre, and we're going to start this off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, but the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with you.
What up, boss? Welcome to the Mac City Morning Show.
Hey everybody, Keith Simpson here from Untitled. Just a quick chat about the wonderful community we live in here. As you guys know, we support the Oil Barons. We've joined the drive-in movie theater. We're involved in the marathon here in Fort McMurray, and make sure we're taking care of the kids and all the local businesses, all the local charities, and all the local foundations, guys. That's what makes this community such an amazing place to live.
All right, and we're back. Thank you for tuning in to the Mac City Morning Show YouTube special, first official only YouTube episode with me and Tanner. Tanner, how are you doing, man?
Good. You got dressed up for the occasion, didn't you?
I did. I talked about it on the last show. Tanner's never seen the coveralls before, but for everybody at home, these are the custom-made coveralls. So what I did was I went and I bought a pair of regular coveralls, but I got them fitted to my specifications because I like to wear my clothes a little bit more like fitted, streamlined. And then I also threw in a patch because I didn't want to put my name on it that said Elliott Pierre. So I threw in the Matt McConaughey patch. Just keep living.
Are you going to add more patches, or are you one and done?
I am glad you asked the question because this is something I want to throw out there. I want to make a green light or a Mac City patch similar to like what's on the sign right there, and have one of those patches on there. But I haven't found an organization or a company that does that type of patchwork. So if there's a patch company out there, I'm looking for a patch that looks like that I can put on the coveralls. So I can rep Mac City when I'm wearing these coveralls as well.
You gonna rep? That's you gonna build your brand over these coveralls?
I'm willing to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I get a lot of flack about these coveralls in regards to, like, we're not going to go into all the different types of, because there's a lot. But this is what I'll say about them. They're super comfortable. They're super breathable. I love wearing the coveralls. And
when cleaning up messes, you don't have to worry about getting anything on them.
There we go. And I get more compliments in city. I've never worn these in Fort Mac, but like when I rock these in Edmonton, I also rock them in Winnipeg. Like, I get some good comments out of them. Not going to lie. So the coveralls play.
I feel like there's nothing anybody could say that would change your mindset about these coveralls, which is A-okay. Yeah. You do you, yeah. is my belief. I think if you feel confident in them, that's what's important. Don't worry about how you look.
There we go. I like that. But you are right. Because the insults that I've got from close family members and one or two friends on these things have been epic, and it didn't change my mind. I was like, I'm still wearing them.
I can only imagine the things Alicia had to say.
Oh, Alicia went off. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
but
you can't wear those when me and her are in the room together. Your confidence level will absolutely drop after that conversation.
Oh, it would be decimated.
Yeah, like if you liked them before, I'm not saying we would shame you, but we would voice our opinion in such a way that you would change how you feel about said.
Oh my God, it would be that would be an episode. We couldn't air that episode of you guys just going back and forth insulting me about these coveralls. Yeah. But GP, my dad, big shout out to GP before we talk about change the subject for a second. So my dad used to smoke back in the day, years ago. Quit when I was a young kid. I think I was 4 or 5 when he stopped doing it. But he had this lighter collection. And so, like, he still has some of the cool lighters. So I hijacked one of them. And this is it. Which camera should I look at? This one? Right there?
Yeah.
This is the lighter that I hijacked from him, but it didn't work. So anyways, I told him, like, Dad, it doesn't work. So he took it and he fixed it. Now, and it's awesome. So what you do is you just, like, flick it up. Boom, and then you put your finger on this little thing, and it just lights automatically.
If you couldn't tell, this is not a man who smokes.
Yeah, I'm a non-smoker.
As he's very excited about technology that has been around for quite some time.
Yeah. Oh, this lighter is literally from the maybe late 70s. So yeah, the technology has been around for a while, but I don't smoke, so
And it is a cool lighter.
Yeah. Woohoo. So anyways, big shout out for GP for fixing that. I don't know how often I'm going to use it, if at all, but I got a cool little keepsake that I'll cherish for the rest of my life from Gregory Pierre.
Yeah, you can tell, like, just by how nice that lighter is, you're not a smoker, because, like, as soon as you start smoking, you're just a big lighter person, because they come and they go.
That's right. That's right. So big shout out to GP. Now, GP, when I told him I got these coveralls, the jokes, you think you, like, GP is you and Alicia in one. The lines he was throwing down were horrific.
It's good to know you have support in your life for your decisions.
Yeah. But then when I started rocking them and I wore them a few times in the house, even he was like, you know what? They're not as bad as I thought they would be. So
you're showing a lot of ankle for sure with those.
Oh yeah, because they're cut short from when you're walking around. They're a little bit higher because I roll up all my pants to begin with. And yeah, but when you cross your leg, it goes up there.
What's the story? Why? Why do you roll up your pants? You definitely don't need to for your career choices.
That's right. I don't know. I started rolling up my pants. Like, one, I think it looks cool. Two, in the winter, I don't like you get no like splashback. And three, when you're wearing boots, like you got to show off the boot. I feel boots don't get enough shine, especially if like they're covered by the pant. And yeah, it's just
you're very concerned with like the each individual feeling of what you wear. Mm-hmm. You can't let the pants take the boots shine.
That's right. And so
I don't think about that when I get dressed. I'm like, hey, those are pants and they go on my legs.
That's right. No, every article needs to get a little bit of shine. So those are some of the reasons. I could go on about it, but overall I think it looks cool. But yeah, for those three main reasons, you got to roll up the pants a little bit. But yeah, when you roll them up on the coveralls when you're sitting cross-legged like this, it's almost like capris almost.
I think you sitting crisscross applesauce is like becoming a thing on the show. The amount of people that I've had say to me like, oh my God, I love your show. And Elliott, he just sits with his legs crossed. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do grown adults not sit with their legs crossed often? If you're not, give it a try.
Yeah, if you're an adult at home and you haven't sat like this in a few years or like since you were a child, go for it. I went to a very fancy restaurant in Edmonton actually a few weeks ago, and they had like these really weird seats that I was in, and you couldn't get comfortable. I'm like, you know how I'd get comfortable in this restaurant? If I sat crisscross applesauce. So like I took off my shoes, and I was wearing socks for this one. I was like, because there's often in life I'm not wearing socks. I was wearing socks, and I took my shoes off, and I sat like this in this nice restaurant, and I'm not gonna lie, I got some looks.
You sit like that everywhere, though.
Yeah.
Expensive restaurant or not, if there's some room for those knees, you stick them out.
Oh, 100%. So, but
You sit like that on planes?
No, because I don't have enough room in the seat. And now, if I had enough room in the seat, if there's an airline out there that wants to, like Emirates, for example, who wants to give me a first-class ticket and or a suite, I would totally sit like this on plane. Yeah, well, Tanner's got to come as well.
Yeah, I got to be there. I have to film it.
Yeah. So shout outs though. We got to shout out people. So we shouted out the first gentleman, Gregory Pierre, my dad. Love you, Dad, aka Uncle Silky, G Prime. The next person we're shouting out is Steve Keegan, my brother-in-law. It was my birthday a little while ago, and he bought me this awesome Japanese whiskey. So I know he paid an arm and a leg for it. So thank you for that. But, and we're unboxing here, the beautiful thing about this whiskey is not how it tastes. I've had it before. It's delicious. Is this bottle. Check out this bottle. Like, I don't know what it is about the Japanese, but man, do they know how to make like something mundane look amazing.
I feel like you're the guy that when people are doing like research and development into like brands and like bottles and logos, you're the guy that they are like researching.
Yeah, they're looking for me.
Yeah, because like you, every design, every like logo, everything you take like appreciation into.
Yeah, and I take appreciation in this. Like, I don't know if it's translating on the screen, but like there's like a line. It's round, but it's not. Like, anyways, the design that went into the effort that went into this is going to be a staple on the set. We're gonna add it on. So big shout out to Steve Keegan. I'm gonna try to say this out loud. I don't know how to say it. It's Hibiki. Hibiki is the name of the whiskey. So big shout out to this brand. Yeah, it's delicious. And if you want to send us more, please do, because your product is amazing. I actually have another one of your products in the back there, of another blend. So big shout out to this brand of Japanese whiskey. We love it, and big shout out to Steve Keegan for buying it for me. So that's shout out number 2. So
I got a question for you.
shoot.
Why do you think people want to follow Elliott Pierre, or should follow Elliott Pierre? Not only through like Mac City, but like all of your outward ventures in life.
This is a question that I've been asked before, and I don't have like a packaged answer for it. The real reason is I have no idea why anybody would want to or does, and I appreciate the fact that everybody does. Like, I guess I have a cool insight on certain, or different. I have a different insight on things, like you said. Like, I have appreciation for a lot. I'm just a happy-go-lucky individual. So, genuine, super genuine. So if you're looking for a dose of positivity, you should definitely follow me. But why people do? Dude, like when we pull the stats of this show for the first year and I saw like how many people tuned in, like we had over 600,000 people. And so obviously that's people coming back. But we reached over 600,000 people last year locally. Like, that's insane.
Yeah, that is, I think I averaged it out to roughly 10 videos watched per person in Fort McMurray on average.
Yeah, like, so thanks for everybody who watches. And like, I used to put out like those 1-minute videos. They would get thousands of views every day that I was putting it out. Like,
you gonna bring those back?
I am going to bring those videos back. I'm definitely not going back like to doing like a video a day, because that was
you already do.
Yeah, that's right. But like an edited video every day was a grueling thing that I did for 2 years.
You were editing those?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, every day. Like, it was a lot of work, and I love doing it. But between running the business, doing this show, and doing that, it would just be a. But like when I'm gonna go on the road, when we take the show on the road and stuff, I'm gonna start doing those videos again for sure. Yep. So
road shows.
Yeah,
that'll be exciting.
Yep. Okay, another shout out. I got a whole list this time. Now, listen, first and foremost, I'm about to butcher some names. So I'm going to give you a shout out, and then if I butcher your name, I'm really, really sorry about the name component.
You just got to comment on the post letting us know that we butchered it so that we can change that going forward.
That's right. So one of them, and this, I won't butcher the name of the company. Let's talk about Bullfrog Spas. Bullfrog Spas is a local company in town that does hot tubs. They may do other things. I don't know what else they do, if I'm being honest. But I know they do hot tubs. And
you just got one of those, didn't you?
I just got one of them, right? Now, the lady that I bought it off of, her name is Becky. You can't mess up Becky. Becky was amazing from start to finish. From me going in and chatting with her and picking out the hot tub, and there was some delivery issues, not her fault, COVID related, so I had to wait a little bit because of the hot tub, but she kept us updated all the time. She was really like nice about it. Anytime we had a question, she got back to us. The customer service from the get-go to the lead up to getting it from Becky was unbelievable. Then we get the hot tub. They decide to up the customer service game even more. So they come, they have a really good crew that comes over, super professional, super quick. They put the hot tub down, great experience. Her and her husband, and this is where I'm going to butcher your name, buddy. I'm really sorry. I want to say, I can't even say it. How did we try to practice this before? It's a French name. Jay, so it's with Jacques?
Jacques is my guess.
Jacques?
I don't have the cultural background to understand too many vowels.
Yeah, Jacques. Just because my last name is Pierre, I don't speak any French. But this dude sat down with me, explained the hot tub. Anyways, the whole experience of installation was incredible. But this is why they're getting like this big of a shout out. And this is why you support local. There was an issue with the breaker. So like the power for the hot tub went out one night, and it was like minus 40 something. This water was going to turn into ice right away. So we make this phone call at like 10:30. This dude shows up to the house literally in 10 minutes and fixes the issue and troubleshoots it and says, this is what happened. This is what we're going to do so it doesn't happen again. These are things that you could do in the future to make sure it doesn't happen. Unbelievable.
And what did you pay for that?
$0. He just showed up to do it. Then it gets even better. This guy continues, him and his wife continue to follow up with us to make sure everything's good with this hot tub. Not just the day after. We're talking weeks after. They're still like asking us like, hey, listen, were you able to implement these issues or these things? Like they're totally engaged. And he had to come back again to like fix something else, but he didn't have to. He's like, hey, I have something else that I think may make your hot tub experience better. I know you guys are working. I'm going to come in your backyard if you're cool with this, and I just want to make a few tweaks. So, Bullfrog Spas. If you need a hot tub, this is the company to hire to get the spa up here. This is why you support local. Everybody wants to know, like, we all say support local. This is the reason you do support local. Customer service locally, unbelievable.
Well, and supporting local isn't just your restaurants and your grocery stores. It's everything from your builders to your hot tub to your flooring to your car, all of it.
That's right. So support local. Bulldog Frog, unbelievable. Bulldog Spa, sorry, unbelievable. Unbelievable. The next guy that we got to give a big shout out to, once again, going to butcher your name, Christian Beach. Roofing and snow/ice removal for your roof. We're going to tag all you guys online as well, by the way. So I come home from Edmonton, and I got like a little drip going on in the bathroom.
You always got a drip going on, Elliot. Look at that. It was coveralls.
There you go. So there's a roof coming from there's snow,
roof coming
water,
from that leak?
A roof coming from that leak. There's water coming from the roof. EK calls this guy. He gets back to her right away. Says, I'll be over there first thing in the morning. He showed up. Like, you know when people give you a window of like, I'll show up from 9 to 12. This guy gives us a window. Yeah, I'll show up from X to Z. Showed up right at the beginning of that window. Comes, does the roof. We're not going to go into price. It was extremely affordable. I would have happily paid more for the fix that he gave. Once again, cleared the roof, dealt with the issue, super professional, super quick. Price point was, he nailed it. He nailed it. And he got us out of a bind right away. So I can't tell this guy, thank you so much. We're going to tag you here. If you have, like, he's, like, you see him online a bunch. He does a bunch of different things. But if you're at home right now and it's getting melting and we've never had this much snow in Fort McMurray, this is the guy to call. Before your roof starts the melting with all the snow and you get in leaks, get this guy to come and do the clearing of your roof. And he does around the house as well. Like, this guy is awesome. I don't know if he has a company or not. I didn't have that long of a chat with him, but nailed it. So big shout out to Christian Beach. We'll tag you. So big shout out. Thank you. Got me out of a bind. Next guy we're giving a huge shout out to is Matt Pate from IG Wealth Management. Now, I know, Tanner, you might not be in this realm right now, but I'm saving my money. I'm getting older. I need to invest. And at a certain point, you need the professionals to do it for you.
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with age as much as it does acquired wealth. Because as awesome as Matt Pate is he does a job.
That's right.
And so to have the ability to get a financial advisor is you need to have the finances to afford said advisor.
Well, listen, you can save even if it's $1 a day. And I like that's a nice little Elliot, pay me some more money so I can go to Matt Pate. I'm like, okay, message heard and received, Tanner. You'll be going to Matt Pate soon as well.
That's not at all what I was saying, but okay.
But that's where your money's going now. Like, you're like,
yeah.
Man, jeez.
I'm not upset about that at all. You the struggle to pay me more is yours, not mine.
Yeah.
Like, you're always pushing. You're gonna get paid more. You're gonna get paid more. I'm like, I'm fine, dude.
That's right.
I want everybody to know that. I'm not here for the money. I'm here because I like it.
That's right.
And the money's good too.
That's right. But Matt Pate, this guy, like we pushed our money to Matt Pate a few years ago. I think it was 2.5 years ago, and I can't say enough about his professionalism. He's just a nice guy in general. He makes you feel comfortable, and I gotta say, from a financial standpoint, he's killing it. He's killing it at what he does. He's doing a great job, and he's doing a hell of a lot better job than I could have done independently. So if you're out there looking for financial help, financial support, somebody to like just kind of guide you through these crazy times, Matt Pate is the dude you should be going to. And I know there's a lot of other people out there. I sat down with a lot of them. A lot of them over the years wanted me to move my finances with them. I put the time and effort in. I was a long sell for Matt Pate. I think it took him probably 7 to 8 years to get me to work with him, and I'm glad he put in the time, and I'm glad I'm working with him. So Matt Pate, thank you very much for your services. IG Wealth Management. Matt Pate, that's your dude. So that's the other shout out. Now this is another shout out that is kind of a cool one. Have you heard of this shout out? They're called Skip the Depot.
I have not.
So listen to this. This guy will come to your house and collect your bottles for you and take it to the bottle depot so you don't have to go to the bottle depot. He has an app. He'll come to your house. He'll do all this stuff, right? Which is nice. Sometimes you just don't feel like going down to the bottle depot. He takes a cut. That's okay.
What's the cut?
I think, don't quote me because I don't know. It's either 10 or 15%.
Not bad.
It's not a bad cut. He's got to pay for the gas.
Yeah.
You know? Then the money gets put into the app so you have the money and you can cash it out anytime or you can let it sit. But the cool thing about this app that I love the most, and this is why we're shouting it out, is he has non-for-profits or school systems or sporting teams that like, so this is why I want to talk about. If you're a sporting team, if you're a school board, if like you can call this guy, he puts you on the app and then you can donate your bottle depot money to that organization.
So like if you just don't want to bring in your bottles and you're feeling generous.
That's right.
Do you get, is that a tax write-off?
I don't know. I would assume so. This guy's got it so on lockdown potentially. So, because you as an organization have to sign up. So yeah, I would assume because you're giving it to the organization that the organization would then give you a tax write-off. 100%. That makes sense. Don't quote me, but that makes sense. So, dude, this guy, like, I gotta be honest. Like, I don't have tons of bottles to begin with. I let him grow as much as I can, but like, I'm not the bottle depot dad. That's not my thing. So to have this guy come collect them and I still get the cash and then I can give the money away because I don't keep the bottle depot money anyways. I always gave it to somebody or something. So this efficiency and I get it donated to the different charities. I think it's an awesome thing. You should utilize it mainly for ease and to give the money away to other people. Unless you need the money for your own personal your choices, or if you want to reinvest that money in yourself, then hey, go nuts. But big shout out to this guy.
You're not a bottle guy, hey?
No.
You are. Everything I see you drink out of is a mug.
Yeah, it weirds people out. Like my in-laws at first, it weirded them out because like I drink everything out of a mug. They're like, use a glass. I'm like, I would prefer not to. So
you just want to have a handle on things.
That's right. There you go. I do drink when I drink whiskey though. I also drink whiskey out of a mug, but I do like to drink whiskey. I have like these Japanese tumblers. I don't have them on set, but I'll drink whiskey. I'll make an exception.
You think you could go to a bar and confidently order like a double Jameson's in a mug?
Oh, 100%. I would do it.
Why don't you?
I should.
Yeah, like if you're confident enough. I've seen you go out and just get like regular glasses. Why wouldn't you just get a mug? I know you love your mugs.
Yeah. Listen, I never thought about it before. That's a great idea.
We have lots of great ideas on these episodes.
We do. Oh, I have a great idea that I wanted to talk to you about on episode. I am going to put you a little bit on the spot.
Oh, my favorite.
Because I was thinking about not doing it, but I know you've done a graphic or something on this show because of these coveralls.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm going to put him on the spot because I'm pretty sure something's happening or has happened.
Has happened.
So this is where I'm going to put you a little bit on the spot. So you got a birthday coming up.
I do.
Now, I had a bunch of birthday ideas.
Okay.
That but I want to float one by you. And so like this might be your birthday gift. So you can say, yes, I want this, or like, no, keep thinking.
Okay, but I'm not going to say it on air to leave people in suspense.
Okay. I like that. So they'll have to find out if you...
if I may. So pitch it. I'll hear it. I'm down. But
okay.
The answer is not here today.
Okay. All right. So this is what it is. we've talked about this a few times, sober and inebriated. It's come up 3 times in total that I can remember in the year that we've been doing the show. For your birthday gift, because we do have like an upcoming job that we're going to be going to Edmonton to film, I was thinking we could go and purchase some clothes for you. Because you're always like, not clothes in regards to, I don't want you to start wearing like a suit and tie and stuff to work.
I know what you're saying.
So like, purchase some clothes that fit within like the Tanner aesthetic, but have the Elliott Pierre kind of flair on it. But because I don't want to give away your measurements, but you're a hard person to find clothing for. I was thinking we could get some clothes, but I could introduce you to the lifestyle of not custom clothes, but tailor. Because I custom clothes are cool, don't get me wrong, but tailoring outfits is a game changer.
Would you, in return, then dress how I dress?
Well, I think I kind of did that once already.
No.
We spoke about it. I went to a rave and I got the track pants and I wore the baggy shirt. So
Yeah, but that was, you also go on a treadmill and wear proper shoes in the right outfit. You were just dressing for the occasion.
So okay. So what's
So
the
like
ask here?
well, you haven't pitched what these clothes are for. So like, I'm assuming that if I'm going to be dressing up, that I would get you to dress up in the way I dress up, and then we would do whatever we were gonna do dressed up like each other. Because there's no underlying what we would do.
That's right.
In these clothes.
Yeah. The clothes that I want to get you are just like that, are just everyday potential. I don't want these to be clothes that you would just wear like on special occasions. This would just be like regular everyday
Rotational outfit.
Yeah, you put it into the mix in regards to, and once again, we're gonna create like content one of these days that you have to literally pay an obscene amount of money for to see what Tanner actually looks like. But I don't want to give away like what you even dress like, but it's what you already dress like, just
Your
elevated
way.
a little bit.
Elevated. You don't think my outfits are elevated?
Not to the
Not to that standard.
like,
eh?
this guy's wearing custom coveralls here, so
Not just any coveralls.
Yeah.
Custom.
Like I had to buy these. I had to go.
You had to, hey?
guy. Oh, it was a must-have.
Yeah.
Must-have.
Not like there's anywhere in town in Fort McMurray, Oil Sands City that you could go out and maybe get a pair.
Oh no,
of
no.
cover-
I supported local when I bought the coveralls. These coveralls are from Mark's Work Warehouse. So they're Mark's Work Warehouse coveralls.
So you took a normal pair of coveralls.
Went to a tailor and said, "Hey, bro, I got a patch that represent Matt McConaughey, J.K. Livin. I love that statement. Just for life, it's a good one, and I love Matt McConaughey. Wanted to throw some support in his direction. So I had to get this patch. Let's talk about the patch. Matt McConaughey doesn't ship his stuff to Canada. Matt, come on. Canadians want to support, and we love you too, man. So what I had to do is I had to call my cousins in Florida, order the patch to their house, and then they got it, and they had to mail it up here for me. So that's how much I wanted this patch.
That's when you find something you want, there's not much that stops you.
No. So listen, so the patch alone was effort to get the patch. So then I went to Mark Work Warehouse in Fort McMurray, got the coveralls. I got a guy down in Edmonton that does great tailoring. So then I went down to Edmonton, dropped off the coveralls, got measured with him. He told me it would take about a week or two to get it all fixed up. I said, great. And anyways, then I went back to get these coveralls. So it was a bit of work to get the coveralls. Not going to lie.
Well, that's what they are. Right? They're work clothes.
That's right.
So you gotta.
And that's the thing. Like I wear them when I do work. And so my work is very, like I'm not going out to site to do work. But that was the whole thing with the coveralls too. You do work in coveralls. All my buddies, my dad, everybody I know wears coveralls. I used to wear coveralls back in the day. I had to work out at site for a little bit. And so I'm like, listen, I do work too. I just want to be one of the fellas or the ladies because they're out there too.
You just want to fit in, hey?
Yeah, that's right.
That's all you've ever wanted is just to fit in.
That's right. That's totally wrong. I'd never want to fit in, but yeah, I just want to be. You know what? I want to live the Mac City lifestyle, and to do that, I feel coveralls are a big component of that.
I think with the lifestyle you need, does that mean you also have to buy like a big jacked up truck that you never take in the mud?
Listen, I do drive a Toyota 4Runner, so it's not jacked up or anything, but there is an SUV, and but I do SUV things in it.
What is the most SUV thing you've done in your SUV? I would like to know that.
Like, not this one, but because I just haven't had the pleasure of doing it yet, because this is a newer one. But I have literally, to my dad's chagrin, he could not believe I did this. I filled up the back of my Toyota 4Runner, the one I had prior to. Two of my 4Runners I've done this to. I filled it up literally to the roof with topsoil.
But that brand new pretty one out there.
Yeah, I don't know if I can put topsoil in this one. But if push comes to shove and I need to. But yeah, like
What would you ever again need to put a load of topsoil in the back of your 4Runner for?
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know.
I don't think that happens twice.
Well, it happens when you, like, my new house, like, you move houses, so you have to
So
do
you
it
take the dirt with you too? You just,
no,
like, everything goes?
You got to, like, redo, like, the flower areas and stuff and, like, topsoil. And
you know it comes in bags, right?
Okay, listen. We're getting into it. It's cheaper if you just buy it as topsoil. That's just, like, it is what it is. And when you're buying that volume, this was more than one trip that was taken. And yes, I know you're going to say, well, you could have got like one of those back trailers and everything else. It's just like, but once again, especially sometimes you just like to save money. So you're just like, you know what?
Sometimes you just really need that topsoil right now.
This is a discussion that I don't want to get into that much because this is like an EK thing. So like I'm having a really hard time justifying it. But if you talk to EK, like it was justifiable at the time.
You just really needed the topsoil.
That's right. So I do SUV things in it, and yeah, we go camping and stuff, and to the mountains and whatnot. But yeah, Fort McMurray, there's a lot of dudes here with jacked up trucks that don't go off-roading.
Which is fine.
Hey, I'm wearing coveralls here. Yeah. Sometimes you like the aesthetic.
Yeah, we know you don't clean.
Yeah, that's right. But that was the other thing. The color choice of the coveralls was a big thing. Do you go with blue coveralls? Do you go with black coveralls? Orange, green? There was a whole discussion topic on what color the coveralls were going to be.
You allow yourself too much choice in life.
Right.
Like,
that's right.
I know what I'm going to buy and where it is before I get it.
Yeah.
Because that I just know. Like,
yeah.
I don't ever wonder, what color?
That's right. Well, that's because based on your measurements,
I don't have choice.
You don't have a lot of options, and that's where this birthday idea came from. In regards to, even if, in my head, it's going to be exactly what you already wear. But
the Elliott Pierre version.
It's going to, like, fit, like, if you're a little man like myself. Like, you're just going to be like, what do you mean? Like, the arms fit and the weight, everything just, like, it fits like how it's supposed to fit. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's kind of like, pow.
But see, like, then you're like, I don't want you to save that as nice clothes, but, like, I don't have a choice because, like, I only have so many outfits that fit me that way, and most of them are nice clothes.
Well, this is the thing. I don't want to buy you nice clothes.
Yeah, but, like, if it fits that way, it automatically becomes nice clothes because I can't find clothes like that when I want them.
But I have a budget in mind. And so here's the thing.
I hate when you say that.
I have a budget in mind, and we're not going to go over what the budget is on TV here, but or the internet.
It's going to be ridiculous.
But I have a budget in mind. So this is not just like one outfit. I'm figuring like, because here's the thing, and this is why I want to talk about it on the show, is like, I know it sounds ridiculous to go to a tailor to like get stuff like tailored, but it's actually like not that expensive. So like, let's say we go out and we buy like a shirt that you would normally purchase for the price of what it normally is, and then we spend that extra little bit to tailor it. You might have like 2 or 3 pairs of pants, maybe like not like a hoodie or a t-shirt or two. Like it's not just one thing. It could be numerous. So like it would be put into your good rotation with your good clothes. You'd just be wearing these clothes like all the time.
I think this is a wealth gap conversation here. I was very much raised on like, if it fits properly and it looks good, that's your nice clothes.
Right. So anyways, I'm just saying it's a thought process.
It will be discussed as we do with most things.
That's right. We'll discuss it further after this show ends. So that's I have a few other birthday ideas. So if you don't like this one, and guys, keep tuning in. Your birthday, we're not going to give away your birthday, but it's coming up relatively soon. So you won't have to tune in for too long to find out how this all went down.
No, absolutely not.
So,
and if you want to get me a birthday gift, just don't. I appreciate the thought, but I'm good.
that's right. Oh, how long are we running right now?
We're at 35 minutes.
Wow, it's a good one. Okay, I got to give Tanner a shout out, and I don't have it here.
I can go get it if you can.
Okay.
Fill the gap.
Okay, it's in the office right by the jersey. All right, so big shout out to Tanner. And the coin is up there too, bro, on the desk. So Tanner got me some super, super thoughtful birthday gifts. Unlike Tanner, listen, if you want to give me gifts, I'll take the gifts. He got me a Banksy, a real Banksy piece of artwork, and he also found a coin. So here, I'm going to have to get off camera for a second so Tanner doesn't have to get on camera. And you get to see my sweet coveralls. Boom! All right. Thank you, sir. I took it up to the... I hit the mic.
Let's
All
put
right.
a little
So
asterisk on real Banksy, as I have not.
it had a certificate of authenticity. So I'm going, I know you're still paying the money to, go and really find out. But, all right. So first and foremost, let's talk about the coin. So this coin, my birthday is February 25th, 1983. So Tanner found a coin from 1983, but and you can't see it, I know you can't, but it's a Fort McMurray coin. It literally says Fort McMurray, and it has Walter Hill on this bad boy.
Walter Hill's drugs.
Epic. Then, this is the thumbnail that we're going to, actually use for this.
We're going to thumbnail it?
Yeah.
Nice. Screenshot.
Yeah. Click. So, this is the Banksy that he got for me as well, which put it down.
Yeah.
Awesome. Put it over there.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that Banksy. That thing is sweet. For the thumbnail, could you see the Banksy in it?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. This is awesome. And it's funny. This is, Tanner got more than one. It came in a group. And there was, I knew which one I wanted, but I wasn't going to say this is the one that I want. But he was just like, yo, this says Elliott Pierre. And I agree. So this is my Banksy. And I thought about putting it here on the set. And it was a whole discussion about Banksy and should it be for the people or put away in your private collection.
If you haven't seen any of the Banksy documentaries, I highly recommend going and watching those because they are very good films.
So we had a big discussion on it, and I decided that, especially because it's a real Banksy and it was paid for, it wasn't something stole off the street, which happens to him a lot, that I was going to keep it in my office. And people come in my office and they see it, but I wasn't going to put it on the set for everybody to see every day. So if you want to see the real life Banksy in real life, you got to be invited to the office to see it. But I spend more time in my office than I do on the set, so I want to actually enjoy it as much as possible. So big shout out to Tanner for those very, very thoughtful birthday gifts.
Yeah, you're not an easy person to shop for because
I'm not.
You if you don't put in it doesn't matter what it is, even if it's something you might hate. You got to put in the effort and the thought to that gift, and you will love it.
That's right. And that's it. And if it's a bad gift, though, I'll tell you, too. If I don't like the gift, I got that from Gregory Pierre, too. I'll be like, thanks for it's the thought that counts, but I don't love the gift. But thank you.
It's the thought that gifts, and obviously not this gift counts.
That's right. So, yeah, Christmas at the Pierre household is
a rough show. Yeah, I remember you telling me about your Christmases, and I just wow. There is not a lot of Christmas spirit in that house on Christmas morning, for sure. I feel like the excitement and joy when running to the Christmas tree in the morning was more probably filled with fear and anxiety in your household.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, spoiler alert, I'll give you a glimpse into the Christmas at the Pierre's house, which I do this to my child, too, to a certain extent. First off, these cameras, the reason I'm so comfortable in front of cameras is from a child, a young age. My dad recorded all Christmases. The camera was running the whole time, which at the time I hated, but now as an adult to look back on that, awesome. But Christmas was recorded. and you had to behave and be mannerly, and then like, but every once in a while, I'd be like, hey, turn off the camera, and then you could say what you wanted to say. So first off, Christmas was televised, so that's a little bit of stress added onto it. But so that was tough. And back in like when I video record Christmas now, I do it in chunks and like edit it together. My dad, there's no editing. It was just like, it's on.
And the pool of gifts that you had to pull from
That's right.
was exclusive to what you could get at the 5 major shopping centers that were within Fort McMurray.
That's right.
Being Zellers, Superstore,
No,
Walmart.
no. Didn't exist.
But you worked at Superstore.
When I was a teenager, when I was like 18.
Yeah.
So
but
back in the day,
these Christmas traditions didn't stop when you turned 18.
oh no, but I'm saying it was even more challenging back in the day when there was no Walmart or Superstore. There was no going to Edmonton. You literally had Zellers and the Sears catalog that you'd have to order from
The Christmas
months
wish book.
before. Oh, big shout out to the Wish Book. So
Rest in peace, the Wish Book.
yeah. So then not only was it televised, but and Gregory Pierre is the one who really led the charge on this one. He told you what he thought about your gift. And it was honest. And I appreciate the honesty. And it wasn't just like, I don't like it and done. He explained why he didn't like it.
He let you know the details.
That's right.
In which why that gift was not as appreciated as most.
That's right.
And was there not a ranking system?
There was a ranking system that also went along with it. So there's 3 of us, and you knew who was the ranking, where you felt. And there was actually a 4th person. There was a 4th child in the Pierre family. It's called Gregory Pierre. And every day, or every Christmas, sorry, he would unwrap a gift from Gregory, or to Gregory from Gregory. And that guy got number 1 billing every year.
Yeah, that one guy had an in.
Yeah. And it was the funniest thing to see because he's like, oh, from Gregory to Gregory. Oh my gosh, this guy, he just knows me so well. So there was pressure to impress you want your dad to like his gift and your mom. But in GP's case, like he let you know the realness about it. And so
Hey, it made those victories all the more real though.
oh, it did. And then it made us like think a little bit harder and even for giving gifts to each other. Like we really put a lot of time and effort and thought into the gift. And to the credit of the pressure, I don't remember the last time my dad got a gift that he did not like. Like it's been.
Does he still rank at Christmas?
Oh, he still ranks the gifts.
Yeah.
He still ranks the gifts. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for you once your kid gets his hat in that ring.
That's right.
Because the sentimental value is just gonna kill that ranking system.
Here's the thing. GP with Keegan, he's a different human being. He won't rank Keegan. Keegan, like, he just gets a pass. Like, Keegan does. My dad.
That's what I mean. He's number 1. He just gets the win.
He just gets the win. Like, my dad and my mom with Keegan, it's just like, who were you? Who are you? This is not who you were when I was a kid.
That's not who they were 2 years before you had a kid.
That's right. That's right. So.
My mom, my sister's having a baby, and
oh, I know, big. That's exciting.
yeah, and my mom is the same way.
Yeah.
Just like you can see it, the baby's not even here yet,
Yeah.
and my mom is just like already like overboard. And I was like the most laxed child. I was the last child, so I had it easy.
That's right.
And even me, I'm just like the push that you have for this kid that you like want so bad that's not even yours is insane.
Yeah.
I don't think you wanted me this bad.
That's right. Grandparents are the best. So, anyways, that's all the shout outs. Obviously, me and Tanner are going to keep talking afterwards. You'll have to tune in next Friday for the YouTube special. So, thank you for tuning in to the YouTube only episode. Big shout out to everybody that we shouted out. I can't do it again because there were so many and I don't want to grab my phone and I don't want to miss anybody the second time around. So, thank you for everybody that we shouted out already. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who tuned into the show today. So, thanks, man, and thanks, Tanner, for the gifts and being here and doing these shows with me.
Thank you for the gift of employment. I really appreciate that.
There we go. Oh, one person we forgot to shout out, but you saw their ad at the beginning. Title sponsor, Noral Toyota. So, big shout out to them as well.
What about?
We don't have any Mac. It's not a Mac City Minute.
I guess
so
not.
If anybody wants to sponsor the YouTube episode, hey, you could sponsor the special YouTube content only. So throwing that out there. So anyways, everybody at home, Thank you for tuning in. It does mean the world to me. Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boss.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.